Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for a little NBA basketball. It's a Saturday presentation of the NBA. It'll be LeBron James and the Miami Heat facing off against Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. And now to bring you all the action, let's get to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you again at halftime.
2 teams, 2 conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. We are inside the American Airlines Center, live from Dallas, Texas. It's Mavericks basketball. Very excited to bring you this edition of our NBA broadcast here on 2K Sports.
You knew the big three when they came together, guys, that they would be good with what they were able to pull off last year. Other teams going to look to stack stars just to try to keep up.
So the opening lineup for the Heat presented by State Farm. LeBron and Bosh are the 3 and the 4. Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. And it's Anthony in at the center, filling out the middle. Like you brought up, the stars wanting to play with each other. You know, Steve, it seems like that is the trend now in the NBA.
Well, I think every player wants to play with great players. And it's all circumstantial, really. If you're a free agent and there's a team with cap room and you've got a partner who you want to play with and you can work it all out like Miami did, then that's great. But I think those circumstances are going to be few and far between.
Now here's Butler after LeBron James's miss. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Rick Carlisle for just a moment. He said offensively, our mindset has been perfect lately. Limiting mistakes, getting everyone involved in the offense, and not forcing shots. He said they've stressed the importance of maintaining that approach this evening. Guys?
Doris, thanks. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
You know, could be this coaching staff has seen something they haven't really liked in regard to shooting, maybe a poor week of practice, perhaps.
Well, they can't really think before a game about whether the shots are going to go in or not. I mean, it's all about playing hard and trying to get good shots and then building your confidence from there.
You know, guys, thinking back to Chalmers in the NBA Finals last year, he was one of the Heat's role players that I thought really ramped it up in a tough series and helped out the big three quite a bit. Simply said, it's going to take a much better effort than that, son, on a shooter like him.
LeBron kicks to Wade. Bosh, the screen. Dishes it to Chalmers. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Well, you brought up Chalmers, Clark. I mean, he was really, really good in that final series against Dallas. Knocked down his three-point shots, did a nice job of running the club. And I think really made a case for being the future starting point guard for the Miami Heat.
Here's Kidd. Shot is no good, and it's the Heat taking it the other way. LeBron outside. T-Wade on the wing. Bosh, a screen on Butler. From the arc. And again, LeBron missing.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
That's good. 8 points for Nowitzki.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
Now here's Wade. Shoots it. Bosh with the bucket. Bosh has got his first points of the game.
You know, you look at the stops in Carlisle's coaching career, guys. I mean, almost every year he's good for 50-plus wins, no matter who he's coaching, but never able to get the team all the way to the top until last season. You can't help but be happy for him.
Chandler dishes to Butler, and he uses the glass on the layup. Here's LeBron. Just over 8 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Picked up by Nowitzki. LeBron passes
to Dallas.
Jason Terry is checked in for the Mavericks. 3 from the inbound. Chalmers' shot is no good. Mavericks leading by 5. Straight up. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Terry. 10 points for Nowitzki. And here is LeBron. Caron Butler covering. LeBron kicks to Wade. Bosch, a screen on Terry. Inside to Bosch. And a foul on the shot.
As that series wore on.
And that one falls for Bosch.
Well, going back to Bosch, guys, in the finals, he was inconsistent with his shooting percentage, but he had stretches where he was really good. And remember, he hit that game-winning shot in Game 3. I thought he was overall pretty solid for the Heat last season and in the playoffs.
Kidd dishes to Chandler. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Now here's LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second.
It shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it seems like each year they find a way to win in front of a terrific home crowd.
And the technical free throw is good.
From right behind the bench, too. Now, that's something that the team has grown accustomed to. And Mark Cuban has been a terrific owner for the Mavericks. He's turned that franchise around. And he's really a major part of their culture.
Now here's Wade. Oh, and the jam by Wade. What a play. While we've got a sec, let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam. Here's Kidd. About 6.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by LeBron. Fast break, here they come. Kidd against Chalmers. The dish to Bosch. Wide open. And another basket for Miami. Here's Terry. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Pass to Kidd. Here's Nowitzki. And
well, I mean, what can you say about Dirk last year in the playoffs? I mean, come on. He was absolutely unbelievable.
And that one falls for Nowitzki. Well, Clark, getting back to what you were saying about Dirk, that first game in the Thunder series was something for the ages. Remember that? 48 points.
My goodness.
24 of 24 from the free throw line. Steve, just some incredible numbers.
Well, probably the most efficient game that I've ever seen anybody play. And you look at Dirk's performance throughout the playoffs, Kevin. He just came up huge time and again. And he earned that Finals MVP, and it was great to see. He's put in a lot of work over the years, and he earned that championship. And, man, what a play.
Mavericks leading by 4. Terry kicks to Butler. He feeds it to Kidd. The 3. Gets it to go. Kidd's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Back to what you said about the Mavs, it seems they can't find the right center to fit them, and they keep giving out dubious contracts. And Steve, you know as well as anybody being in the front office, and Clark, you too at the Pacers. I mean, it's 50-50 a lot of times.
Yeah.
You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you got to manage those acorns.
Steve?
Yeah, the personnel decisions are always difficult, especially when it comes to big money deals. But I thought Tyson Chandler really solidified that center position for Dallas last year. That's 5 for 5 now to start the game. Wow, he's in for a big night.
You know, I think at some point you got to start thinking about throwing a different look his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
The shot by Wade, no good.
Boy, he had a great look at that, but really good defense contesting that shot.
And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Kidd. 17 points for Nowitzki. The Heat trail by 10. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Terry covering. Wade against Terry. Wade passes to House. Shot clock at 5. No luck. Good defense by Kidd. Here's Dallas. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's Nowitzki missing. So it's Miami now, trailing by 10. A Outside, House, no good. Mavericks leading by 10. Outside, Terry gets it to go. Terry's got his first 3 points of the game.
They have just been pouring in threes from the start.
And the defense is well from deep, all off the bench.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Marion in for Caron Butler. Kidd against Wade. And Haslam kicks to House. The pass to LeBron. Second chance shot. No good from Bosch. Clark with the chance to keep this run going.
They're operating as efficient as a heat pump, partner.
Going back to Terry, Steve, he was big for them in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, he sure was, Kevin. I mean, in the finals, Dirk took home the MVP trophy, and it was much deserved. But without Terry, there's no way Dallas wins. He was stellar, particularly in that closeout game.
And it's Wade slamming it down. Dallas foul call.
Well, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Dirk Nowitzki.
Dwayne Wade plays so hard and he's so athletic. He ends up in midair half the time getting knocked down. So he's always going to miss a handful of games with injury, but just an amazing talent and a great force offensively.
That free throw good from Wade. What you said about Wade, that injury risk will always be there, the way he's constantly attacking the rim.
Well, you don't want to take away that aggressiveness, and you just hope that he doesn't get too many injuries, but also that he maintains his body at a really high level during the season and during the offseason so he can withstand his attacking type style.
Now the feed to House. Stolen by Terry.
I think he baited him on that pass. Very savvy defense.
And Marion gets it to go.
Wow, hot start offensively.
Racing out to that quick lead. I mean, they're scoring and shooting with a lot of confidence.
And the jam by Udonis Haslem. Basket, you know where he's headed.
And he's going fast and with force.
All right. Here's Marion, and he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
This team just looking to run at every opportunity.
Circles around.
Comes in for Eddie House. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Mavericks leading by 16. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
That's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's now got 5. Clark touching back on the Heat. Looking at the opponents they had to face, no easy matchups for them.
Yeah, Boston, Chicago, then Dallas. They saw a lot of tough matchups in their road to the finals, and that ultimately might have taken its toll on them because Dallas kind of wore them out in that final series.
First personal foul, team's third. Here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. Sean Marion covering. Baseline try. Connects. The jumper drops. Haslam's got his second basket of the game.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue. Change here, the Mavericks. Nowitzki's checked in. The Heat trail by 14. Now Chalmers. And here's Bosch over Chandler. Bosch misses.
And a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to Bosch.
27 seconds left in the first. A 10-footer. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. 8 points for Chris Bosch. Here's Kidd. Nowitzki outside. Jacks up a 3. Count that one. Nowitzki's got 20.
He's a pleasure to watch on the offensive end. I know I wouldn't want to guard him.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead.